Bueno, bienvenidos Candios Gamers, seguimos con el RoboCop Rock City. Vamos a ver qué tal. Estábamos en la parte final enfrentándonos al que le dicen viejo. Pero bueno, se nos dificultó mucho poder vencer a ese robot. Vamos a ver si ya podemos vencerlo. Está la verdad muy complicado. Esto ya lo habíamos visto, muchachos. Está en el anterior video.
Murphy, what the hell was that? Do you need backup? I repeat, do you need backup?
Negative.
Copy that.
Visto.
Where the hell are you? I've lost visual.
We went downstairs.
What? Murphy, we got everyone out. Be careful. The building will not hold. You need to get yourself out of there.
I am in the middle of something.
puta.
somewhere?
Esto va a ser complicado.
Robo, I don't like what I'm seeing. The building's actually shaking. Get out while you still can.
puta.
Murphy, you need to get out of there. It's about to collapse. The building's evacuated. There's no one else inside. You need to save yourself.
Dejarlo con vida.
Does anyone see him?
I can't see anything. Move closer.
Negative. When the building collapses, the dust cloud will choke the engine.
Oh my god! Murphy!
No! 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 Wait! I see something!
Is that him? Talk to me!
It is me, Lewis. It has always been me.
Another week passed since the OCP's magnificent giant has fallen. OCP's new CEO assured us that the destruction of its headquarters will not stand in the way of finishing Delta City. Japanese corporation Kanemitsu has already shown interest in OCP's most prominent project. We at Media Break welcome them with open arms. Delta City, yokoso! From the City of Wonders, we're back to Detroit. John Mills goes down in the history of the city as its shortest-serving mayor, excluding premature death. He offered his resignation on his very first day of office. According to a reliable source, Mills expressed, and I quote, "I did not sign up to run this dump." Are the new elections ahead of us, and has the city recovered after the previous ones? Now it's time to introduce a new segment, You the Detroiters, where we share feel-good stories from our local communities. An escaped python terrorizing the local neighborhood has been reunited with its owners. But that wasn't the only thing that was returned. X-ray of the reptile's insides has shown the stolen watches together with the remains of the thief himself. Pickles, a local addict, was so intoxicated with nuke that the drug was absorbed by the python, which explains its bizarre behavior. Isn't that food for thought? Finally, we know what is more dangerous than the lack of an ozone layer. Sunblock 5000 model torn to pieces by an ED 209 after not adhering to its instructions. The only witness to the tragedy, Dr. Olivia Blanche, was left delirious after the incident. She stated that mechanical lawman was not to be trusted. We will miss you, Melissa. Soon on Channel 9, the Samantha Ortiz you didn't know. After recanting her unfounded accusations against OCP, our brave reporter ends her fieldwork and becomes Channel 9's newest morning show host. Her first guest? A woman with the world's biggest hands. Welcome back, Samantha. A new world record has been set in Detroit. A man called Funeral Bob attended his 1000th funeral this year. The record-breaking funeral belonged to Max Becker, a former OCP executive. As it turned out, Bob was its only attendee. The OCP delegation did not arrive due to a rescheduled business meeting. We hope the meeting went well. And now from hero to zero. A corporate employee saved the life of a policeman in the Holy Cow restaurant. But he did not do it for free. While performing the abdominal thrusts, Ulysses Washington stole the officer's badge. Caught red-handed, Washington claimed that the badge once belonged to him. Committing crimes while aspiring to be a cop, we've heard it all. One question still remains unanswered. What happens to RoboCop's human status? We've been informed that due to Mayor Mills's resignation, the matter will not be pursued by his office. RoboCop's efforts have prompted a public conversation.
I saw on TV that it suffers from some kind of malfunction. What if he mistakes us for criminals or something? Who's gonna defend us from him?
I thought you were with us, Robo.
Human rights for a robot. What's next, refrigerators?
It's been a busy time for Detroit, but the cloud that lowers over the city is lifting as police end their strike. "We're ready to serve," said Officer Ann Lewis, who returned to duty despite her recent injury. What heroism. Detroit can sleep soundly tonight. The question is, for how long? That's all for today. This was Casey Wong. Until next time.
Bueno chicos, este fue el gran final de RoboCop Rocket City. Bueno chicos, recuerden suscribirse al canal, darle like, comentar y nos vemos en un siguiente video. Y esto fue RoboCop.